A few hours ago, the White House had to admit that cannibals did not, in fact, eat President Biden's uncle. His uncle died in a World War II plane crash. Here's the president yesterday.
He got shot down in New Guinea, and they never found the body because there were a lot of cannibals for real in that part of New Guinea.
Well, turns out he was shot down or disappeared over the Pacific. Sharks might have gotten him, but not cannibals. For his part, Trump reportedly fell asleep twice in his trial this week. Democratic strategist, former senior advisor to the Lincoln Project, Joe Trippi, is with us. I think what's kind of interesting is that the fact that of the two men who are running for president, one will be president, one has some significant issues with telling the truth, both of them do, to be fair, and one falls asleep. And the media kind of doesn't care anymore. It's like it's almost baked into the American populace.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure any of this has anything to do with either of them being old. I mean that. I mean, I know they're both old. Don't get me wrong. But, you know, like, I don't think Trump fell asleep with the jury, when they were trying to pick the jury because he's old. I think he just bored. I mean, it wasn't about him. It wasn't, it wasn't fixated on they're not talking about Love and Me. And, Joe Biden, same thing. I mean, his uncle served, his son served. He mangles things from time to time. That's true, but I don't think it has anything to do with him being old. I was, there in 87, 88 when he ran the first time. Joe Biden's mangling stories and getting things out of sorts from the beginning.
To be fair, I'll put it this way: you are charitable, okay? I mean, I think the first time he ran, he had to apologize for plagiarizing part of a speech. So we mangling into different things. But again, like the Daily Beast wrote this piece about Trump falling asleep, and who knows whether he fell asleep or was just acting like he fell asleep. Either way, anytime we fall asleep in a stressful situation, those are indications that your brain is prioritizing it. There's all these sort of things going. But I guess to my point is, and you may be right, that it has nothing to do with them being old. These are just who these two men are. But at some point, is the fact that nobody's covering it or not surprising proof that it doesn't really matter as much as sort of we would want it to matter to pick the most powerful man in the world?
Well, no, I do think you're right that it's sort of baked into the cake. I mean, there's a few years difference age between them, but they're old guys running for president of the United States. That's what the two parties decided to do. And I think there's other overriding factors that go beyond the age question that matter more to people, whether it's abortion, the abortion bans, whether it's the economy. I mean, and so I just think that the age question is there for sure with both of them, but that in each case there's something that overrides that as a reason to vote for or against them.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider, and don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.